Hey guys, what's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Oogus here, back again with another Isaac break and run. This time, we're starting with Death Tiach. Because it's sweet. And also there's this room right here. I could save the bomb, but I want to blow up these fires no matter what, so might as well use the bomb. If you don't know, you can actually diagonal step through those blue fires. Theoretically, any fires in that pattern. I don't know how many rooms in the game have that pattern for fires. I want to say there's like no others, but I honestly don't know if that's true. So I'm just gonna leave it ambiguous, I suppose. We're gonna get into it. I did watch a bunch of videos. I went on, so as you guys probably do, well, I have to assume you guys being people who watch YouTube videos, you know, I get interested in something, and one of the first things I do is I go to YouTube and I fucking type it in, and then I just let YouTube take me away on this whimsical journey through the information superhighway to learn things about whatever this thing is. And it's really, really fun to do, because honestly, there's hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of anything you can imagine on YouTube. So it's crazy, because, you know, if you become interested in something, just fucking, you have this encyclopedia of digital audio-visual knowledge just at your disposal. It's crazy cool. But I did it with movies, obviously, because movies are great. And I did it more specifically with Star Wars stuff, which, as you may know, I like Star Wars. Weird, I know. It's really a small opinion, you know. A lot of people disagree with it. Fuck off. God damn it. Shit. Alright. But I like Star Wars. It's obviously fucking awesome. And episode 7 got me hyped as shit. Specifically when in the latest trailer, I'm trying to delay the actual statement because I'm struggling to remember his name. Kylo Ren. In the Star Wars Episode 7 trailer, Kylo Ren having a lightsaber battle with typecast nervous black guy. That's a joke. They're having that like lightsaber battle for like well, not even 3 seconds, probably. It's like a very, very short scene, right? Short shot in the trailer. I fucking love it because Kylo Ren's not wearing a helmet. It is Kylo Ren, right? Not Rilo Ken. No, it's Kylo Ren. That's right. I thought it was like Rilo Ken, and then I was like, oh wait, that's not it. And then I discovered that I had swapped the first letters. And then the way I remember that is because his name is, it has no actual names in it. So, anyway. But that shot is great because he's not wearing a helmet. And you can see his hair, which, fuck off, dude! I don't even have Guppy's tail. Alright, we lost. Run's over, boys. We fucking lost. This is actually some fucking horseback bullshit. Horseback, yeah, don't worry about it. But it's great because you get to see his hair, which obviously isn't really, you wouldn't think that that's an incredibly relevant thing, to see the hair of this. I guess I don't really know the most about the character, but apparently he's like not actually a Sith. Whatever, I'm gonna call him a Sith Lord. He's got a fucking red lightsaber. If that doesn't scream Sith, I don't know what does, you know. But yeah, you'd think that it's not really relevant, but it's really, really cool, to me at least, that you get to you kind of get this like sense of humanity, you know? Like, one thing that the original trilogy did well was actually kind of almost removing the human elements of Darth Vader, right? The original trilogy did it so well because when you first learn about Darth Vader, when you first encounter Darth Vader, you're not going to be like, gee, I wonder what's under the mask, right? You're probably just like, oh, some fucking crazy bad dude is being crazy evil, right? You're not thinking about like, gee, I wonder what fucking historic, crazy, off-the-wall past. I'm not going to take Guppy's tail, by the way. Fuck that shit. I will take Mom's knife, however. You're not going to be thinking like, what kind of crazy past did this guy have? You know, how is he such a bad dude? You're just like, evil character is evil, and now I can move on with my life. And then they kind of bring back the human element when, you know, you find out that Vader is Luke's father. Whoa, spoilers. And that's such a great moment because it kind of, it gives humanity back to the character that was like previously taken away to an extent. And that's cool. And then obviously they tried to continue that sense of he's a real person with the prequels, but obviously we don't talk about those. So I like, excuse me, Isaac? You're frozen. Okay, alright, why did that happen? I didn't touch a fucking goddamn thing. Alright, computer is not happy today. That's alright. What was I about to say? I think it's interesting. It's an interesting kind of perspective. You know, that this character, because these movies, the episode 7, 8, 9, are supposed to be a lot more similar to the original trilogy than the prequels, which is why I'm actually anticipating that they're going to be good. Also, it's no longer in the hands of George Lucas, which pretty much default makes it good, based on the fact that George Lucas, in recent memory, is just a horrible, horrible monster. But I don't know, it's unique. I like it. The other thing that has me a little bit worried is that his hair, Kylo Ren's hair in that freeze frame, looks incredibly similar to Anakin Skywalker's in, most specifically, episode 3. When his hair goes fucking crazy as shit and becomes a monster in and of itself. And that kind of concerns me, because I feel like that may have been intentional, and like maybe, I don't fucking know, maybe Kylo Ren's Luke or something. I don't fucking know. Alright, Kane's other eye, great, nice, awesome. Again, I know very little about Kylo Ren as a character. I don't actually know how much information there is from like a canon source when it comes to him as a character. I have no fucking idea. So maybe he's actually a really well fleshed out character and is clearly not Luke Skywalker. I do not know that. I just hope Luke isn't fucking evil. That's all I really want. Especially because Mark Hamill is still he's credited, so presumably he's going to be playing Luke in whatever iteration he is in episode 7. Or maybe it's just a crazy fucking, I don't know. Maybe he literally isn't in it and he's just credited because that makes people go crazy and speculate about his role in the movie as Luke, and holy shit, Luke's evil! I don't know. It's all speculation. I don't actually want the cube meat. Screw is fine. Not great, but it's fine. Fuck backtracking. But as I went on this wonderful adventure through the annals of YouTube, which is a great word because it reminds me of the word anal, which of course is my favorite word. But while delving through, I don't understand why alright, I have no real way to articulate what happened with my fingers and brain there, so I apologize. That was the most retarded damage I've taken in a long time. Probably. Shoot diagonally! Thank you. Alright. So as I was delving through the annals of YouTube, again, annal, great word, but it was really enjoyable. So you guys probably know of the YouTube channel Screen Junkies. And they do interesting stuff. I guess I should just check out this room anyway. This item room. Fuck off with your shitty items, man. I just want a good one, please. I've had 2 good ones so far, with like nothing to back it up. There's no synergy at all. But yeah, Screen Junkies, pretty cool channel. They do a lot of movie-related stuff. And one thing they do is these podcasts called Movie Fights. This is fucking bullshit. And they get on, you know, guests, generally actors, from what I can tell. And they'll basically have these, you know, multiple instances of them basically arguing for what is best out of a certain set of things in the context of movies, right? And the one that I just watched was Elijah Wood, and it was interesting because a lot of the stuff was also kind of like, I guess, Elijah Wood themed. So it was weird hearing the people there, including Elijah Wood, argue about things that were kind of Elijah Wood themed. It was weird. Not that weird, but kind of weird. And it was awesome to hear Elijah Wood's insight to a lot of this stuff. And then, you know, you get to the point where it's like, which is the best Lord of the Rings movie? And then Elijah Wood says, Fellowship. And then I'm like, well, fucking Elijah Wood, into the trash you go. Nah, Fellowship's fine. It's just not even close to the best of the 3. And of course, they didn't include the Hobbit movies because those are a disaster. But it's interesting too because they disallow taking the same point. So people take turns taking a stance. So in the instance of best Lord of the Rings movie, of course, there's 3 movies. There's 3 people arguing. Fuck. God damn it, Spikes. And so first pick went to Elijah Wood. Second pick went to fucking Dan, whatever his fucking name is. Elijah chose Fellowship. He chose Return of the King. And as that developed, I was just like, all right, apparently we're watching completely different movies. Because I can't imagine a universe where out of the 3 movies, the first 2 that get picked are not Two Towers. I don't know. I am so dead set on Two Towers being the best fucking Lord of the Rings movie. And I'll admit, I'll completely admit, the scenes with the Ents, not that great. Definitely the weak point. But overall, I would say Two Towers is very easily the best due to a variety of factors. One of the biggest ones, of course, being the fact that it, again, arguably, you know, all this is subjective, but it arguably has the greatest action sequence in fantasy movies ever, right? Helm's Deep is fucking incredible. Just so fucking good. Which is, again, very bizarre, as I've talked about before, because in the book that wasn't really, you know, it was just kind of a thing that happened. It wasn't like, I mean, it was a big point in the plot, but it wasn't, the battle itself wasn't like as dramatic, as huge on like a, I don't know, emphasis perspective. Yeah, it wasn't like emphasized as much as it is in the movie, right? So it's interesting that is the case. But Helm's Deep, incredible. The fact that it is the first movie that actually introduces us to, well, one of the well, it's like the true introduction to Smeagol. slash Gollum, whatever you want to refer to him as. He's technically, Gollum is like his alter ego, while Smeagol is like the physical body. It doesn't matter. The dude's schizophrenic. Due to the ring. But it's like the real introduction to Smeagol slash Gollum. And that's really important because he becomes like an actual main character, you know? Like the movies, the story of Lord of the Rings, as it progresses onward, it moves more and more towards the ring itself, right? What's happening with the ring, less about all this other stuff that just kind of probably would be happening in Middle-earth, whether the ring was being taken to Mount Doom or not, right? It then focuses more on the ring because that's obviously the main point of the story, and Two Towers is the real introduction of that. Fellowship kind of did a good job of it with Boromir's sequence in the end of the Fellowship, but I think overall, I think Two Towers did a much better job of introducing what is the story that will, you know, continue the movie's story to completion, right? That, and also, I don't know, I just fucking love it. It's just the one that I, you know, oh god. Aside from the bit with the Ents, fuck off! Oh my god, are you kidding me? What the fuck was that? I basically just got telefragged, holy shit. You know, I'm 17 minutes into this video, and I'm actually making a really good point, so I'm not gonna just scrap this one. I'm gonna continue on with what I'm saying, and fucking just put this up, you know? Whatever, fuck it, I died, I suck, I understand, I get it, I fucking batted Isaac, whatever. Fuck. I really, like, got shit on hard by the items, though, in fairness. Anyway, so I think Two Towers, pacing-wise, is really good, and I'll try and explain why I feel that way. Even though the Ents sequences, I think, fairly objectively, every sequence with the Ents was fairly bad pacing. It slowed down the entire movie a lot, right? But I think, as a whole, Two Towers had very good pacing. I think when you average out the scenes with the Ents that were slow with the rest of the movie, because the story and the action progresses at an actual, like, fairly insane rate, honestly. I think the fact that the Ents exist, I think they almost act as, like, a breather, you know? Like, it's a break in this crazy, fucked up world just advancing at this incredible rapid pace. The Ents are kind of like a moment to collect your thoughts and like take in everything that just happened, which is awesome. I think that was done really, really well. Again, I don't personally like the scenes with the Ents very much, although the fact that all the like conversations and stuff that the Ents were having did lead up to the siege of Isengard, which was very good. The actual siege of Isengard, once all of that buildup of the Ents takes place, it puts so much more weight on this attack on Isengard, right? It becomes a much more personal experience now that you've actually gotten to you've grown attached to Treebeard, even though that's a horrible pun, and I feel bad about making that pun there. But what the fuck? All right, smoke detector just went off. It just blinked, or it beeped once, which means that I need to replace the battery. Sorry about that. You probably got deafened by that, but that's cue for me to end this episode. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, even though I ate shit. Whoops. 10 days until Afterbirth, though. 7 days until the Overwatch beta begins. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna end it before it beeps a third time, because it will deafen you at this point. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.